Ulta, 21 Days of Beauty, week number 3. Y'all know I've said it before, it is true once again, Ulta saves the best for last in their 21 Days of Beauty sale. Oh my goodness, this upcoming week. In case you are stumbling upon this channel, we go over every item that is featured in the 21 Days of Beauty sale. There are timestamps and links in the description box below, and I try to give my thoughts on every product that I have tried. That's gonna be a large percentage of this upcoming week's products. And a lot of that is admittedly because we do have repeats that I myself have bought in past 21 Days of Beauty sales. We're gonna have some speculation. We're gonna also talk finally about some of the Ulta items that are in this sale, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. So in week number 1, I talked about a dupe for the ABH Brow Wiz, and I wanted to finally remember to talk about the Ulta brand items that will be 50% off. I finally have the list. I should have known one of the wonderful ladies over at the Sephora community boards would have posted it, so thank you to RG Brown. I can actually share with you what we will have this week. So it says the Ulta Slim Brow Pencil or Ultra Slim Brow Pencil, the Full Coverage Concealer, Color Click, and Whim and Face Masks. These little Ulta Beauty brow pencils are actually incredible. They are so good. They will be $5 this upcoming week, the entire week. So feel free to add it any day of this upcoming week. These are amazing. They don't get enough attention because I think what happens with the Ulta brand is they send out the worst gifts with purchase. We've talked about this so much on this channel if you're a subscriber, but they have the worst gifts with purchase. They are just not the same quality as their full-size items, and I think it makes people assume that the whole brand just is awful. These are incredible. They're really slim. You get a good in-between of that creaminess and stiffness. It's incredibly easy to work with, and you have a ton of control because of how small they are. They're incredibly worth it for $5. How often do I phrase things like that? These are very worth it. And one more thing. There is speculation here on the community boards that perhaps this upcoming Monday may be a Platinum Perks Day. I do think you all might be right. It's usually, in the past at least, it's been the first Monday of the month, but it seems to have moved in schedule, so yeah, you might be right. It seems to be about time. So we may have a Platinum Perks Day in the middle of 21 Days of Beauty, which I love when that happens. Follow me on Instagram. That's a bit of a party day for me usually, unless it's a bad Perks Day. Then I just get grumpy all day. I wish I was kidding, but I do. When it's a terrible Perks Day, I'm just over here like, come on, Ulta, come on. We are starting with Sunday, March 27th, the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So this is the one that I used to purchase over the KVD tattoo liner. It is a felt tip, but I'm going to tell you something. I've been thinking about this. I kind of feel like that whole idea of you need a brush tip liner, I sort of feel like it was overstated. I actually like felt tip liners. I think you can get the exact same look from them as a brush tip. It just, it depends on the quality of the pen itself. And Stila has really good products. They don't dry out the way the tattoo liner does. The only thing is, of course, you probably know if you've watched my other videos, I have indeed fallen in love with $5 eyeliners that I get from Yes Style. Yes Style is usually where I order that from, the McQueen eyeliners. Then we have the Bare Minerals Loose as well as Pressed Mineral Veil. So I actually went through quite a few of the mineral veils years and years ago. I mean, these products have been around for quite some time. What I will say about Mineral Veil is that I think it's a very solid product. All that said, personally, I've moved on because my skin type is a little bit trickier, and I do feel like there are products that work a bit better for more difficult skin, but I mean, they still worked on me. They still worked. I think they're solid products. I think that for me personally, I just kind of outgrew them. But I know a lot of people do love them, so it's nice to see them in the sale. Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Polish. So I'll link you again my video from last week where we talked about the creams. I'm not sure why they separated these two, but it's the exact same thing except these are the shimmery version, so same rules apply, same sensation on your lips, but a little bit more of an instant effect as well. The Philosophy Hope in a Jar Smooth Glow Multitasking Moisturizer. This will be a great great price. I mean, if you think about it, 2 ounces here, under $20. It's a good price, but the reality for me with Philosophy is that I think they're fine. I think they're just fine as a skincare brand. I tried them years ago, and the thing is I just didn't stick with their products. And then we do have something that I'm very excited about, the Kopari Exfoliating Crush Scrub. I bought this in the past. Kopari kindly gifted me this one. It is in the new packaging though, which now looks like this. I'm not really sure why they changed it. I'm really not. I kind of liked the old packaging. It's got this grippiness to it. This is still plastic, by the way. They just say it's more recyclable. But oh, I love this product. I love it so much. I love a good body exfoliator, and this very much feels like one. It's on the more harsh side, and yet still maybe a step down from St. Ives scrub, but definitely still a more harsh and thorough scrub. What you do need to know, 2 things. One is that it is quite scented. It is a very pleasant coconut smell. Oh my goodness, I love this smell. It just smells so good to me. I love this particular smell. So yes, it does have a strong smell, but again, your body skin is typically tougher, so you may be able to use scented products on your body, even if you can't on your face. Not sure for everybody, but that may be the case for you. And also, it is in kind of an oily base, so it does leave your skin feeling a bit oily. Now again, I personally like that. It leaves your skin looking oily as well a little bit, so it looks quite glowy. Oh, I love this scrub so much. And it lasts a long time, although again, I think it's smaller packaging. But yeah, absolutely love this one. Definitely for those of you that like a good hefty exfoliator, and you're probably going to like it more if you have dry skin. I suspect that. Monday, March 28th. What a very strange day. We only have 2 products to talk about because we have three Diamond and Platinum surprise steals. You see what I mean? You see, this looks like it's going to be a Platinum Perks day, and they're hiding the perks. But let's talk about the products. So we have the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Broad Spectrum SPF 45 Hyaluronic Cloud Moisturizer. Now, I haven't tried this. I actually resisted trying this line, although I finally did, so I'll talk about the serum in a moment. But I'll have to take a look at the ingredients here. Okay, so this is a chemical filter sunscreen. That unfortunately will not work for me, but again, it may be wonderful for some. Kind of pricey though. 52, what's the size? Oh, 52 for 1.7 ounces? I was out here thinking Tatcha was the only one with a sunscreen that expensive. At least it'll be 50% off. But let's also talk about the Water Drench Hyaluronic Liquid Gel Cloud Serum, which I finally did buy. So let me tell you why I resisted this. So Peter Thomas Roth calls this a 75% hyaluronic acid complex with sodium PCA, silk proteins, mineral complex, and fragrance-free. That sounds great, right? A lot of people avoid fragrance. 75% hyaluronic acid? No. Complex, not 75% hyaluronic acid, and that's why I don't like this. I've seen so many people in the reviews say, I've never seen a brand go this high in hyaluronic acid. It's because it's a complex. I will take the time to find the video where I talk about what the word complex means, and I will link it for you, but it is a word that really irritates me. You cannot have 75% hyaluronic acid because it would be a brick. This is why the first ingredient in all skincare products is water, because a lot of our favorite ingredients in their natural form are very solid, and in order to get a solid into your skin, it has to be in a base of water. So, you know, common levels for hyaluronic acid, the highest that we typically see is 2%, and even then it's very, very sticky. You know, a lot of products use 1.05%. This is not 75% hyaluronic acid. But this product had so much hype, it had so many people just absolutely loving it, so I finally tried it. I finally bought that little sampler set that was available on Ulta not that long ago, and I hate that I get it. I got it immediately. The first time I tried this on my skin, it actually felt kind of thicker. It actually did. So I was thinking, oh, this is going to be kind of one of those tacky feeling hyaluronic acid serums. Nope, it disappeared. It's like it just ran. I'm doing that again. That's the second time. It ran deep into my skin and disappeared and just left my skin feeling hydrated. How did you accomplish that? I mean, talk about cosmetic elegance. Talk about a formula for people who don't want to feel their skincare but do want their skin to look more plump. It is extremely well done. It's extremely well done. I just wish that people knew, you can't ever come even close to 75% hyaluronic acid. Let's move on to the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. I would say this is absolutely for oily skin. I've owned it in the past, but I've never been able to finish it. I don't finish clay masks because I don't have an oily skin type. I don't know why I've bought them so much. Don't buy products that are for the opposite skin type of what you have, you know? I think it's just that, especially in the past, I used to buy products that were really hyped up, and yeah, I had to learn, you know, you don't need to do that. You're not going to like it. If it's not made for your skin type, you're not going to like it. But anyway, it is always intriguing to me that this is actually a fragrance-free mask, and it overall actually does have a nice formula, and it's not expensive. It does come up in this 21 Days of Beauty event quite often, so you can get this for $14. And yeah, I think if you do have an oily skin type, if you are looking to reduce the appearance of your pores, I do think it will help. Tuesday, March 29th is a day that a lot of you already have marked on your calendar because the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Foundation, or excuse me, Tinted Glow Hydrator, will be 50% off, and it will actually be $14.50 in this sale. And you all know this product got a lot of hype on social media. This is one of those products that I feel like I went into this with really high expectations. It has kombucha filtrate, it has marula oil, ingredients that I love. It is a fragrance-free product. It has a small shade range, but as a tinted hydrator, that shouldn't matter as much. It's not a bad product, but I do feel like it was overhyped. The conclusion that I came to in my original video about this was that I think it is probably going to look absolutely beautiful if you have a more normal skin type, and in particular if you're younger. I wanted to really spend some time answering why that is before I came out with this video, especially since I've had this for so long. I'm like, we can figure out not just what's going on, but why it's going on. So I've been wearing this all week, I'm wearing it right now, and I think that ultimately what's going on with this product is that the formula, in spite of calling it a hydrator, I would say it feels a little bit more dry, but it looks glowy on. Now, this may mean it works well for oily skin. I don't know. I have dry skin. But on dry skin, especially as you get a little bit older, you will notice that, you know, your pores do become a little bit more prominent as you get older. So when you're adding in a kind of drying product that looks glowy, it's going to catch the light, and it may make your pores look a little bit larger. But see, this is a tricky product because it also looks gosh darn good on camera, doesn't it? Doesn't it look good on camera? What kind of trickery is that? Why does this happen with some products? I feel like I already have 3 degrees. I feel like I need to go back to school and get a degree in, or at least some kind of certification in how cameras work. Does that exist? It surely does. It surely does. I feel like they're so tricky. Anyway, if you are curious, the shade I'm wearing is 20 Fair. I said in my original video that it was a little bit too light for me. It somehow no longer is. Do I just keep getting more and more pale? At what point do I disappear into the wall? So basically, if you're curious about this one, I don't think it's necessarily a must-have, but also $14.50 isn't a bad price, and if you think you're going to be doing any Zoom meetings or anything like that, it may be worth it. It may be worth trying. But is it a favorite for me? No, it's not. And then we have a first-time steal from Smashbox, the Be Legendary Line and Prime Pencil and Prime and Plush Lipstick. So I used to love Smashbox so much. Oh my goodness, I used to love their lipsticks so much. I still have a ton of the old packaging. I was trying to figure out if this is new packaging or a whole new line. I'm thinking it's a new line because Prime and Plush is not what the old ones were called. So yeah, let me know if any of you have tried those. I really do think Smashbox is a very, very good brand at formulating lipsticks. So I bet those are quite nice. I missed them. When did those come out? Where have I been? From Glam Glow, we have the Bright Eyes Illuminating Anti-Fatigue Eye Cream, which is one of those eye creams that is pretty on your eyes. But aside from giving cosmetic benefits, I personally didn't think it does too much. So not my personal pick for eye creams. There's another one this week that I like more. The Strivectin SD Advanced Plus Intensive Moisturizing Concentrate for Wrinkles and Stretch Marks. This is another one of those cult status products. I feel like you either love this one or you feel pretty neutral towards it. The interesting thing about Strivectin is that they do have their own patented system that is very similar to niacinamide, and maybe that's a lot of it. Niacinamide is not my absolute favorite ingredient. I suspect it does more for oily skin, but it's in here and it seems to be a very well-loved product. I did try Strivectin and actually it did go well. I liked the brand overall. I just think they're pricey. So if you do like Strivectin, know that their products are pretty frequently in the 21 days of beauty. Moving on to Wednesday, March 30th, the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Powder Foundation SPF 15. This is actually quite a nice powder foundation. I feel like the Bare Minerals, I feel like that's more for normal oily skin. I think you'll like this one more if you have normal leaning dry skin. All that said, I was just reading a thread on Reddit, because I'm on Reddit too much, about the most returned products to Ulta, and you know what people were saying? They were saying Pure and Clinique, which I'm baffled by. I like both of those brands. I like both brands. Not so much Pure anymore. I don't think I have any Pure favorites anymore, but I did like them. Clinique has good products. I'm so surprised by that. 50% off Juice Beauty Stem Cellular. No, wait a minute. Juice Beauty was also on that list. How could I forget? It's so funny too, because what people were saying were the most returned brands also are some of the best-selling brands at Ulta. Juice Beauty is one of Ulta's best sellers according to their own reports. Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Retinol Overnight Serum and Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Booster Serum. As I've said before about Juice Beauty, the brand actually went fine for me. Just fine though, that's the catch. I think the appeal with Juice Beauty is that they do the whole, it's much more of a natural brand, and yet they're always in the sale. They're always in the sale. So I feel like maybe the crowd for Juice Beauty is people who like the concept of the brands carried at Goop. Juice Beauty's carried at Goop, but not so much the prices, right? Could it be something like that? Anyway, I think the brand is fine, but they're expensive even at 50% off, in my opinion. Then we have the Perricone MD Select High Potency products. So I've tried so much from Perricone MD. You know, it's funny. I actually do think Perricone MD is a great brand. I think that, like all brands, you have to find the right line within the brand that works for your skin and your needs, and for me it's not the high potency collection, it's cold plasma. The reason I say that about high potency is it's actually very similar textures. This right here is the face finishing and firming moisturizer. Can you see how thick that is? It's another one of those thick moisturizers that you'll probably like if you have dry skin, but woo, is it scented? Oh, is it scented? I can't even describe the scent. I want to say it's floral, but it's like floral mixed with lime or lemon, maybe? Oh, I need Ara's nose right about now. I really do. Even the cleanser is incredibly strong in scent. This might even be stronger. It's just, the smell is so strong. And ultimately what it boils down to for me is that it's actually an internal debate. I think that my nose does like smells, at least, you know, good smells, and yet my skin doesn't. It throws a fit in the form of pimples. I feel like I've got to be over here acting as a mediator, as if I'm babysitting toddlers. Okay, nose, you can enjoy these body products, and skin, here's some fragrance-free products for you. All right, is everybody happy now? Is everybody happy? So it's really just that for me. I'm sure these are nice formulas, but yeah, they are very scented. And then the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Skin Exfoliant and Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. Do you all remember when this microdermabrasion product was in every beauty subscription box ever? Do you remember that? Yeah, I know a lot of people did fall in love with it. I think what's interesting about this particular scrub, it's very similar to the Lancer scrub. It feels very fine in its texture, so if you don't like the St. Ives, if you don't like those walnut type of textures in your scrub, you may like microdermabrasion. The Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer is a fine primer as well. Pore primers, I recommend you always tap them into your pores rather than spread them across your skin. Thursday, March 31st, we have 50% off the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. I liked the old version of this a lot. Did anybody not like the old Face and Body? I don't think I've ever met someone who didn't like it. It was a great product. The old MAC Face and Body was like the Urban Decay Hydromaniac we were talking about earlier, but without that glow factor. I feel like it just looks flattering on everybody. However, it's been reformulated, and I was reading through some of the reviews last night. Oh, people are not happy about this reformulation, and I get it. Apparently, just like with the Hydromaniac, apparently this now has more of a radiance to it, which means glow, which means brings light to any imperfections in your skin. But I don't know, that's just a bunch of reviews I was reading. It is exciting to see it as a first-time steal here. I would love to know how it is, but do any of you have more feedback? Because it just, the reviews don't look too promising. 50% off Kylie Cosmetics matte liquid lipsticks. No thank you. No thank you. I actually tried both the Kylie and Kim Kardashian brands, and I think I'm done. I think I'm good. They didn't blow me away. They were fine, but then the whole weird reformulation happened. What on earth was all that about? I don't think I want to know. I don't actually think I want to know. I don't care enough about this family. Anyway, I'm skipping it. I'm good. I'm good. 50% off the Philosophy Anti-Wrinkle Miracle Worker and Line Correcting Moisturizer. I actually did like this one more than the other Philosophy products I tried. This one is not too scented, although it does have some orange in it, so you'll still need to check the ingredients if you have allergies. But I think it is a better choice. It's also a little bit more expensive, but it does have some peptide ingredients. It has multiple forms of vitamin C in it, all vitamin C derivatives to clarify there. Yeah, I think this one, this is alright. I like this one more. It's still not an absolute favorite for me, but I liked it more. 50% off Zit Stick of select acne treatments. I haven't yet gotten into a point in today's video where I start listing off other dupes, but don't worry, that moment has come and it is now. So really quickly, this day includes 3 options. We have the Press Exfoliating Hydro Mask, which I might actually try. Some of you had commented in the last time this was available that you do enjoy this mask. I still haven't tried it, but I am curious. I might pick it up this time. But otherwise, what they're known for are their hydrocolloid patches, and in particular, their hydrocolloid microneedling patches, the point being that those are helpful for those pimples that you get that are below the surface of your skin. You know, you can feel them developing, you can feel them starting to irritate your skin, but you can't treat them yet because they're not on the surface. And Zitsticka does work, so please do not get me wrong. Zitsticka works. It is a great way to get into that pimple and make that healing process go along a lot faster. Once it's on the surface, no need to use the microneedling, just use the regular hydrocolloids. And very importantly, this only works for whiteheads. It does not work for other forms of acne, but they're wonderful for whiteheads. My problem is, in this sale, you can get a 4-pack for the low price of $8. That's 50% off. Go with Peach Slices. Peach Slices has the same thing, only it's, let me check the price. I haven't checked the price of Peach Slices in a while. Y'all know all about this inflation affecting absolutely everything. Okay, $9 for 9. And that's not considered prestige, so you can stack Ulta coupons with it. They also do have regular hydrocolloids as well. 30 for $4.50. How much are Zit Stickas here? 36 for 16. Peach Slices, same thing, better price. That's my recommendation. Let's move on to Friday, April 1st. I hope you all have your April Fool's Day plans all ready to go. I don't. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. It's gotta be good. It's gotta one-up Forever 31 from last year. Okay, so Benefit's Gimme Brow Tinted Volumizing Eyebrow Gel. I used to really enjoy this product. It was one of my absolute favorite brow products for the more natural days. I just kind of would brush this into my brows, and because it does contain fibers in the product, it actually makes your lashes look a little bit thicker. The thing is, I kind of stopped buying it because brow trends have changed. It's no longer all about the thickest brow, it's about whatever brow you have. I think maybe I'm being overly idealistic with what I just said. Maybe I can be kind of an idealist, but that's wonderful. I think that's what we should do. We should do that. So now I just kind of, I use something like the Ulta brow pencils that I talked about earlier and just brush it through real quickly and call it a day because I don't have thick brows. They never look natural on me when I tried to do them. So yeah, that's my story of how I had an absolute favorite product that I outgrew. I just decided I didn't want to keep doing that look. And that's it. Benefits Professional Super Setter Pore Minimizing Setting Spray. I have actually heard really good things about this. I've heard really good things about this. I feel like maybe this is more for oily skin just because that whole pore minimizing thing. If you have oily skin, you typically will have larger pores than somebody with dry skin. So that's my assumption, but y'all can feel free to comment. 50% off the Exuviance Select Peels. So I certainly tried the Performance Peel AP25. I bought a whole box of this. This is actually, I do actually like this peel. So what it is they say it's a 25% AHA and PHA mask. When you look at the ingredients, based on the Inky here, mandelic acid is listed before glycolic acid, and then we have that PHA ingredient, gluconolactone. So mandelic and gluconolactone are both more gentle than glycolic acid, but I think that this ridiculously simple formula, if you look at it, I think it is good ratios. They don't actually disclose the ratios, but it seems to work for a lot of people. It definitely did work for me, and it is more gentle. You actually see results, but it's not as intense as most of the other glycolic products we've been talking about. But yeah, basically, that's going to be a good option for more sensitive skin types. I wish it wasn't quite so expensive, though. That's a real curse with sensitive skin. I feel like so many products formulated for sensitive skin are more expensive. Why? We're already suffering. We have an app exclusive of Conscious Skincare, and I cannot believe how much I have tried from the selection. I guess I must really like skincare that can think for itself. First up, we have the Kinship Bright Wave Energizing and Brightening Eye Cream, which will be $16 in this sale. That's a great price for this. I actually really like this one. What I hoped for when I saw this, see that bright color that it has? I hoped that this would be a similar flattering eye cream to the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright. I like Banana Bright, but I stopped recommending it because I noticed a lot of people were saying they were having reactions from it. It's a little bit of a different color, but I do feel it still gives you some slight color correcting. That is something that eye creams often do. They often have a cosmetic impact to them, and you are allowed to like it. I certainly do. I look for that in eye creams, because then I don't have to bother with concealer. It is a fragrance-free eye cream. It has algae ingredients. It has, of course, vitamin C, a vitamin C derivative, and it has a lot of antioxidants. I actually really like this one. $16, tough to beat. Yes, I am so glad that finally, after waiting through many of Ulta's sales, finally, the Indie Lee Coenzyme Q10 toner is back. I need to buy some more. I love this toner so much. I absolutely love it. Coenzyme Q10 is a strong antioxidant. It's in a fragrance-free formula, and it is somehow really enjoyable to use. I already like mist toners, of course, but this one is, it's perfect. It sprays a lot, and yet it sprays it evenly. It really preps your skin for following with serums in just such a beautiful formula. Yeah, it really is one of my absolute favorite toners. Funny story for you, we also have on this day the Brightening Cleanser from Indie Lee as well. I would say skip it. I would say skip it. It was nice initially, or at least it was okay initially, but I feel like mine just started to smell really bad really quickly. I've never had that experience with the toner. Strange. I guess you can love one product from a brand and very much dislike another. We have the Grown Alchemist Hydro Repair Day Cream. That is actually a brand I've yet to try. And I have not tried the Juice Beauty Prebiotics products either, so feel free to comment on any of those. I haven't tried the Lowly Beauty Arnica Elderberry Jelly Organic All Day Maskne and Spot Rescue, but I think I'm going to grab that. I like Arnica. Arnica is an ingredient that it won't work for everybody. It can actually be sensitizing for some, but it's one of those funny ingredients where it's either sensitizing or it really helps your skin. It seems to really help my skin. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab that one. I've been waiting for more Lowly Beauty products to pop up in these sales. And as for Volition, I have absolutely failed myself miserably. Strawberry Sea Brightening Serum will be $21. I bought this a while ago to do a trial with. I want to do a full trial with Volition, but I just have not found the time yet to do it. And I'm mad at myself for it. Because I suspect that I will really really enjoy this brand when I finally do get around to it. This is a beautiful product. We have multiple forms of vitamin C in here. They're using both the natural form as well as 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, which has more evidence to it than some of the other vitamin C derivative options. Cucumber water, you got lots of antioxidants in here, panthenol. Not really a lot of a smell either, which kind of surprises me. I hope I get this video done soon. I hope I do. I'm really intrigued by this brand. There's another product on this same day that I might grab. It's their Skin Rhythm Balancing and Clearing Serum. So I've actually spent some time on Volition's own website to read about the brand, because what they do is something that is so up my alley. They wanted to be a brand that is driven by what customers want. So you can actually submit your ideas on a product that you think should exist, and you can vote on products. I know that the Skin Rhythm Balancing and Clearing Serum, I was looking at this one, it's developed by a medical doctor, and you know, that's exactly what I like to see in skincare. I do like to see that. So I'm very tempted by that one. Already have the Strawberry C, but I have a week review for you as opposed to a 2-week review for you. And the final day of the 21 Days of Beauty, Saturday, April 2nd, we have another surprise beauty steal. Way too many of these this time, Ulta. Way too many. But then we also do have the Tarte Maneater Mascara. So I like this one probably because my preferences in mascara is for separation. This is a good separating mascara. Still has a very black color to it. Doesn't flake for me. It's a good one, but personally, if you did grab the Grande Cosmetics Mascara, I like that one just a little bit more. 50% off Lancome Select Skincare. I can't believe I still have one of these. So this is the Tonique Comfort. There are 3 items on this day. The cleanser is a little bit too harsh in my opinion, and Hydra Zen is hard for me to talk about because I really think that one's for oily skin. But I actually liked this one. They say this one is a rehydrating, comforting toner with acacia honey made for dry skin. I really liked this when I first tried it, went through a full size of this. Because I think what was different to me about this is that it was actually a hydrating toner. When I tried this years ago, that was rare, in the Western world at least. But y'all, Korean skincare for hydrating toners. I mean, it's not even a contest. It's not a contest anymore. You should absolutely try Korean skincare for hydrating toners. The Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base is back. I have totally forgotten to note if anything was PR in this video. Oh, just this, because I buy way too much. This and the Kopari. I do really like this one. I gotta admit, I really do think this is a very well done primer and or moisturizer. It does have quite a strong scent to it. Not as strong as the Perricone products I was talking about earlier, but it's funny, I think I might have called this one light in the past. I think my scent preferences have changed, so now it's strong to me because I'm so used to fragrance-free moisturizers. Yeah, that's interesting. I think I might have called this light in smell in the past. It's very thick, and yet it feels like it semi-absorbs into your skin. I'm describing the emollient texture that it has, emollient where it slips into the cracks, and yet it does feel like it's in between your skin and the surface of your skin, which is what makes it a nice primer and moisturizer. Do you necessarily need it? I really like it, so it's hard for me to say no, but at the same time, I do think they're similar products. This isn't quite a dupe, it's more of an alternative, but the Juno Moonshine Cream has that same feel on your skin, and it's a lot less expensive than the Bobbi Brown. Again, though, this will be 50% off, so it may be worth it. It's a good product. Yeah, it really is. I think it's one of those cases where I kind of want it to be just a little bit more affordable, but it's Bobbi Brown. It's not what they do, right? Saint Tropez Self-Tan Purity Bronzing Water Face Mist. Yes, as an avid self-tanner, I think that's about as far as I can take that joke. But if you do use self-tanner and if you've tried this product, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And our final product, a skincare fridge. I feel like everybody who really wanted a skincare fridge had the chance to get one for $15 from Good Molecules, right? And that was a bigger fridge, by the way. These are smaller. So this is probably not going to sell out the way that it did back when I bought this. Y'all remember having to stay up super late? We had to stay up until midnight because I was living in Central Standard Time. I had to stay up till midnight. There was a whole party going on among the beauty community, everybody who wanted to get this fridge, and now it's just kind of like, yeah, you can get them for less. So anyway, you may not need to pay $30 for this, but if you do happen to want a skincare fridge, let me tell you a little bit about it. I do like my skincare fridge is plural at this point. I do like them because we have 2 stories and our refrigerator is on the bottom. Now that I have to deal with stairs, I'm very glad I have these. The reality is, and it's always been, that if you're worried about putting skincare products in a refrigerator, just use your refrigerator. You may not need a separate skincare fridge. But for me with these stairs, it's very nice to have. I was sore after we first moved in. About a week after moving in, I experienced pain from dealing with stairs. As for this little fridge, don't do what I did. It comes with stickers. Don't put them all over it. You will regret it. Story time. Story time. It's the end of this video. Story time. Okay, so I stuck some stickers to the top of this refrigerator. Now, you don't see them anymore, but it was not easy to get them off. At the very least, if you're going to put stickers on this, don't put them on the very top, because for some reason, those just started kind of peeling and looking really bad. So I had this brilliant idea that I would just peel it right off. No problem. No problem. As every mother knows, that is just not what happens with stickers. So it looked absolutely horrible. Half peeled off, half just absolutely awful, and I did it all to myself. I couldn't blame anybody but myself. So, I did what we all do and Googled how to get stickers off. There's some really weird advice online. It's a fridge, it's an electronic device, so I didn't want to do some of the suggestions. I tried one that said toothpaste and apparently a toothbrush. They said, yeah, just slap some toothpaste on there, grab a toothbrush, and it'll just buff right out. Buff right out. You've got cause to be concerned when people say it buffs right out. So that didn't work at all, and then I saw on the list mineral oil, and I got to thinking, well, I don't have mineral oil, but I do have Aquaphor. Look at this. You see this? That's Aquaphor. I am becoming an Aquaphor person in the way some people are duct tape people. You all know a duct tape person, right? Chair broken? Put some duct tape on it. Oh, your glasses broke? Just duct tape them back together. We broke some fine china? Duct tape it. Is your skin irritated? Aquaphor. Gotta burn? Aquaphor. Need to get sticker residue off? Aquaphor it. Anyway, as for the fridge, I do like it, but there is a tip that I will give you. A lot of people seem to have problems with electronic devices breaking. What I would tell you is just try to take care of them every so often. Every couple of months, I unplug everything. Please unplug it before you do what I'm about to say. I do. Make sure it is off, and then you unplug it, and then just kind of wipe down the back here. You won't be able to fully clean the fan in there, but, by doing what you can to keep the dust out, you're gonna make it last longer. Someday that fan will fill up too much, and I will no longer have this mini fridge, but what are we at? 2 years? Maybe longer? But yeah, I do like it for $30. I think it's cute. Also, if you have the Good Molecules fridge, this one does not have a heat setting. I still don't know why the Good Molecules fridge has a heat setting, but it does. This one doesn't. But that is it, my friends. That is everything. That is in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I hope you all enjoyed watching this. Thank you all so much. If you did, stay with me through this series. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We are also finally next month going into less of these listing videos and actually doing some more reviews. So let me know what reviews you would like to see in the near future. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all next time.